Once upon a time, in the heart of Africa, amidst the sprawling savanna, there lies the Pride Lands, a majestic kingdom ruled by the noble lion king, Mufasa. The story begins with the birth of Mufasa's son, Simba. The dawn of Simba's birth is a momentous occasion, celebrated by all the animals in the kingdom. As the sun rises, the wise mandrill shaman Rafiki lifts Simba atop Pride Rock, presenting the newborn prince to the gathered animals below, who bow in respect and joy. Simba's childhood is filled with adventure and lessons. Mufasa, a wise and benevolent ruler, teaches his son about the circle of life, a delicate balance that connects all living things. He emphasizes the importance of respecting all creatures, from the crawling ant to the leaping antelope. Simba's mother, Sarabi, also plays a vital role in nurturing and caring for the young prince. However, not all is well in the Pride Lands. Mufasa's younger brother, Scar, is consumed by jealousy and resentment. Scar has always desired the throne, and Simba's birth has pushed him further down the line of succession. Scar's bitterness festers, and he begins to plot against Mufasa and Simba, allying himself with a pack of hyenas who dwell in the shadowy elephant graveyard. As Simba grows, he becomes curious and adventurous. One day, he persuades his best friend, Nala, to accompany him to the forbidden elephant graveyard. Despite Zazu, the Hornbill, and Mufasa's loyal majordomo trying to dissuade them, the cubs sneak away. At the graveyard, they encounter the hyenas, Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed, who corner them. Just when it seems all is lost, Mufasa arrives, having been alerted by Zazu, and rescues the cubs. He admonishes Simba for his recklessness and explains the true weight of being a king. Scar seizes this opportunity to put his plan into motion. He lures Simba into a gorge, telling him to wait for a surprise from Mufasa. Scar then orchestrates a wildebeest stampede, knowing that Simba is in danger. He informs Mufasa of Simba's peril, setting a trap for the king. Mufasa rushes to save his son, managing to lift Simba to safety, but struggling to save himself. As Mufasa clings to the cliff's edge, Scar approaches. Instead of helping his brother, Scar cruelly throws Mufasa back into the stampede. Where he meets his tragic end. Scar convinces Simba that he is responsible for his father's death and advises him to flee the Pride Lands. Overwhelmed with guilt and sorrow, Simba runs away. Scar sends the hyenas after him to ensure he doesn't return, but Simba escapes. Scar then returns to Pride Rock, claiming the throne and allowing the hyenas to overrun the Pride Lands, leading to their ruin. Exiled and alone, Simba collapses in the desert. He is discovered by Timon, a wisecracking meerkat, and Pumbaa, a warm-hearted warthog. The pair take Simba in and raise him under their carefree philosophy, Hakuna Matata, which means no worries. Under their guidance, Simba grows into a strong and confident adult lion, but he avoids confronting his past. Meanwhile, back in the Pride Lands, Scar's reign brings despair. The once flourishing kingdom falls into disarray. Nala, now a young lioness, ventures out to find help. By chance, she encounters Simba. Overjoyed to see him alive, she urges him to return and reclaim his rightful place as king. Initially reluctant, Simba is persuaded after a visit from Rafiki, who reminds him of his father's legacy and his own responsibilities. Rafiki guides Simba to a vision of Mufasa's spirit, who tells Simba that he must take his place in the circle of life. Determined, Simba returns to the Pride Lands with Nala, Timon, and Pumbaa. They find the kingdom in ruins. Simba confronts Scar atop Pride Rock. Scar attempts to manipulate Simba once more, but the truth of Mufasa's death is revealed. Enraged, Simba forces Scar to confess to his treachery. A fierce battle ensues between the lions and the hyenas. Simba finally overpowers Scar, who begs for mercy. Despite his anger, Simba spares Scar's life, but Scar is ultimately betrayed and killed by the hyenas he once allied with. With Scar defeated, Simba ascends Pride Rock, roaring triumphantly. The rain begins to fall, symbolizing the end of the drought and the beginning of a new era. Simba takes his place as the rightful king, restoring peace and prosperity to the Pride Lands. In time, the circle of life continues as Simba and Nala have a cub of their own. Rafiki presents the new heir to the gathered animals, just as he did with Simba, signaling the continuity of the great circle of life. The Pride Lands flourish once again under Simba's wise and just rule, with the lessons of the past ensuring a brighter future for all its inhabitants. The story of the Lion King is a timeless tale of courage, redemption, and the enduring power of family and tradition.